I'm Coach Chandler McCabe, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking it, you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rise and star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, heard it say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation, we are back in the building with a new intro, new attitude, new guest.
Fire.
Welcome to Sports Life Talk. You got next, a platform for the voices of tomorrow. Rising stars doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. Y'all saw it in the intro. Y'all already know what this is about. Kevin and I have made every single effort to bring you these great stories of real people, real conversations. And today we got one of the realest in the game, Winter Park's very own, and she said before I'm Orlando, y'all. That's too bougie. Nah, we represent UWP. Y'all stand up for one of your own daughters. Chandler McCabe is in the building, basketball coach. How you doing, Chandler?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. Was that Megan the Stallion?
Nah, we need to get Meg though.
Actually, her name is Day One, and you can follow her on Instagram. She's dope.
Yeah, she's super dope. She's super dope. Yep. Hey, I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, Mr. Louisiana, Mr. Yeet himself. I'm rocking alongside of my partner and colleague, the head coach, KT. How you doing today, Kev?
I'm doing great, B. Jones. What's funny, I thought that Coach and myself, we got to run a pick and roll without you, man. I'm glad you.
Look at you. Man, we always got to throw
Right
shade,
on time.
ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, I got something for you in championship rounds, Kev, so keep on talking. We got something with you. Listen, if you are rocking with Kevin, I, and Chandler for the first time, we want to say thank you for checking out the channel. It means a lot to us. We can't do this without your love, without your support, without your admiration. Listen, we need to ask a quick favor of you, George Mason Patriots. We need all of you fans out there to become tribe members of us and show us some love. And on the count of 3, we want to smash that subscribe button. Just show us a little bit of love. Y'all know how we do it. All right, 1, 2, 3, boom. If you did smash that subscribe button, shows like the one we have here today, we got them lined up. There's over 100 jam-packed, sensational, phenomenal stories. People who rose out of the ashes from homelessness to abuse to depression. I mean, we got stories of phenomenal people. So go check out the archives, and let's talk about the one we got here today, though, because we didn't let y'all down. We promised y'all bigger, better talent. And I swear, we hit a home run. I don't know how Kevin does this, but he went and got us the associate, not the assistant, the associate head coach and the recruiting coordinator over at George Mason. And she ain't holding her hands up, but she got some rings on that thing too. So, hey, Chandler, before we get into your story, we got to take you through the Sports Life Talk initiation. Are you okay with that? You ready?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Well, I'm really glad that you gave me this ahead of time because I really had to think about this. But I got a top 5 like all time and a top 5 current. So what are we talking about?
You know what, for you, Coach, give us both.
Oh, okay. All right. So all time, I gotta go Biggie, Pop, Jay-Z. I'm gonna throw Drake in there because he's doing some special stuff. And then I'll probably go Eminem number 5. That's all time. That's
okay.
All time.
So what's the other one?
All right. So current, obviously I'm gonna say Drake because he's still current in that list. So he's got to be number 1. I'm a big fan of J. Cole, so I'm going Cole too. Cole
Love
World.
it.
Love J. Cole. And he's performing in DC tonight. And I'm just letting y'all know I didn't go because I wanted to hang out with y'all. So
wow.
Well, you know what? We got to really make this one a special one. We got to send you a hoodie. We send you a hoodie.
I'm down.
I feel a little bit bad now because J. Cole concert is probably going to be nuts.
I know. For real. But then I got to go Kendrick number 3. And then those are set. You can go in any order. Those 3 are solid to me. And then I'm gonna go 4 or 5. Just my personal favorites right now. I really like Future and I like Lil Baby, so I'm gonna go them 4 or 5.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, I'm cool with Lil Baby. Lil Baby is one of the hottest in the game.
Okay.
But Future, I don't know about Future.
Change. No.
Yeah.
What's your Future song of choice? Go to right now. If you put on a Future song that I need, because maybe I need to rinse myself off and give Future another shot. So
you already know I'm a coach. March Madness. It's got to be March Madness.
All right, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna go check out March Madness after the show.
You got to
put that on. All right.
And I'm gonna let y'all tell me how that is. All right, coach. So give us your favorite sports teams.
All right. So there's 2 I'm diehard for. And that's FSU football, which is really hard for me to say right now because this is the worst team that we've ever had in school history this year. The worst team. And I didn't even watch last game because I'm like, and so we won. And I'm never watching again this season. I'm done. I can't. It's bad. It's bad, y'all. Anyway.
Hold on. I got to defend Florida State. All you Seminoles out there. The first game, Mackenzie Milton comes on and puts on a wonderful performance.
Should have beat Notre Dame.
He had tears in my eyes. I mean, I thought he should have won that game if it wasn't for offensive lineman. In my opinion, they got a false start, backed him up, and then forced y'all to kick a field goal. Y'all was going to go score a touchdown on that
He was going to score a touchdown, and they had that bad snap on third down.
It was the bad snap. It was the bad snap. That's what it was. It was the bad snap. Now, in the other game, that's about as fluky as they come. The Hail Mary with the dude caught it running it.
No excuses. It's no offense, Jacksonville State fans. Go Gamecocks, all of that. But come on, man, you cannot lose to it. I'm not even.
I just give him one more chance. Give him one more chance, coach.
Next year.
Nah, this year. we got 2 more months of football.
Next year. I can't. Anyway, I'm a big FSU football fan, and it's been tough for a couple of years. But anyway, I'm going to go, and then Orlando Magic. Again, been tough. It's been real tough. Now, Jalen Suggs, that pickup, I'm okay with it.
Love that pickup.
Yeah.
We have too many guards, but you have to take best available. If Jalen Suggs is available, you got to take him. So they did, and I'm happy with that. So, yep. But I am a Bucks fan. I like the Rays, but I'm diehard fan for the Magic and the Seminoles.
Well, you just like punishment. All right, coach. So who is your favorite superhero and why?
Okay, I'm not big on superheroes and like all that stuff. And my brothers are huge, so they would be very mad at me if I didn't say Batman. That's for Corey. Shout out Corey. His favorite, everything that he does is Batman stuff. So I had to go with Batman.
You are right in my book because it's my favorite superhero.
Okay, good.
Corey and Kev are the same one in the same. So, yeah,
there you go.
Pretty much. All right. So since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
I had to switch it up. So I wasn't I wasn't really sure. But my mom used to play Kirk Franklin a lot, all the time. And so my favorite Kirk Franklin song is Looking For You. So I'm gonna go Kirk Franklin, Looking For You. It does not matter the mood that I'm in. If that song is playing, I'll change. Like my mood has changed. I'm happy. I'm singing. So I had to go with that.
I think that's the first time Kirk Franklin has ever been mentioned on You Got Next. I'm not mistaken.
Amen.
Well, B. Jones, the fact that she had Batman, she was going to get in anyway. So, hey, go ahead and take it away, brother.
All right, Coach Chandler, you are super fly. One of the dopest. Had the chance to do some research. But before we tell everybody how amazing you are, let's start with the story growing up in Winter Park, because I saw you doing some big things. I couldn't find any footage of you hooping, except I saw a little bit of Providence. I saw the silky smoke stroke and Steph Curry with the shot at Providence. I saw you getting buckets, but tell us a little bit about growing up in Winter Park, Florida.
Well, I was trying to tell you before the show, I'm from Orlando, Florida. Winter Park is bougie. It's too bougie for me. But nah. I grew up in Orlando, like Underhill. And yeah, I mean, went to Bishop Moore High School. played basketball there, went to 4 straight championships, state championships there. And we only won in my senior year. And I think they went 2 or 3 years after me too. And they couldn't get over the hump. I guess it was just because I was a senior that year. I don't know.
So you've had success everywhere you went, even back in high school.
Definitely. We had a team. Now we had about 6 D1 players on our team. So we were tough.
Now, what made you fall in love with basketball?
It had to be my brothers, like, because I've been playing since I remember anything. And my dad, he played too. So my brothers and my dad really got me into it. And they used to beat me up and kick my butt. And then I would say probably like 12 or 13 years old, and I was starting to beat them. And they never played me ever after that. No, we're not playing y'all anymore. I'm like, how does that make sense? Like, y'all just don't want to lose, and that was what happened. So.
Well, I was going to ask you, so when did you hit your growth spurt? Because I didn't realize you were 6'3". I knew you were tall, but I didn't realize you were 6'3", and I should have, especially when I saw you take pictures with Vince Carter. And you were almost, you were almost tit for tat with Vince Carter. So I don't know why. It didn't like ping in my head like, hey, she's super tall, bro. But when did you have your growth spurt?
No, I had heels on in that picture with Vince.
Oh, okay.
I looked like I was about 6'7" in that picture. But honestly, I was tall my whole life. Like, every single grade, there was one person taller than me, a boy, and everybody else in all of my classes were always shorter than me. So like, I kind of just kept growing, and it was like, when am I going to stop? That's what, like, I continued growing probably through freshman, sophomore year of college. So I just was always tall, and I never stopped growing.
That's what's up. And then you chose Providence. Am I saying that correct?
Yep, Providence College.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the college days hooping.
Oh man, Providence back in the day, we like to call it the real Big East. No offense to the Big East now, no offense at all. It's tough. It's a really tough conference, but that was the best conference in basketball. You can at me if you want. We had
all you youngsters out there that's watching this show, before the Big East move to the ACC was a football move.
Period.
About football money. But that old Massachusetts, Temple, UConn.
See, when I was playing, it was UConn,
Syracuse.
Notre Dame, Syracuse, Rutgers, Louisville, West Virginia.
That's right. That whole division was the best in basketball. Because I remember Marcus Camby was up through there. Marcus Camby was.
That was UMass.
You thought UMass?
Yeah.
So I remember I was like, man, they get it down up there. I thought the Northeast was where hoopers came from. Yep. I didn't know they did it like that down in the South until they started making some transitions. Okay.
Yeah, it was a year three of the Final Four, like the Final Four, NCAA Final Four. 3 of the teams were from the Big East. So It was like, we just called it a Big East tournament. That's what we used to tell people.
Hey, and ESPN used to have this little thing for the Big East. It used to come on every week.
Yep.
Yeah, they used to highlight the Big East games. Okay. All right. Now, what position you play? Power forward or center?
I was a stretch 4 mostly, but I started games from the 2 through the 5 because I just always knew the plays. I was never that good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was okay at basketball. I could shoot it for real, but I just always knew the game. Like, I was about
to say, I saw the shot. Now I don't know how many minutes you was getting. I saw the shot. I know you can get buckets.
I can shoot it, but there was a game where we had a couple people hurt and nobody else knew the 2, so I started at the 2. So.
What? Started at the 2. Man, That's crazy. Well, what, you're a coach now, and I know at some point in your career you clicked over and you say, hey, I want to help groom, and then you found success at coaching. And the one school that stood out to Kevin and I was Bethune-Cookman. Now, your melanin is a little bit lighter. You're a little lighter shade of soul, right? So tell us about the HBCU experience.
Man, it was incredible. It was awesome. You hear people say family oriented, and it's not real unless you've experienced that for real. Like our athletic director, Lynn Thompson, all the way trickled down through every person that, had a hand on me was family, and they actually cared about you. Like, they didn't just say that, they were incredible people. So it was an incredible experience. And then working for Vanessa Blair Lewis, who I'm still working for now at George Mason, it's been a godsend. Like, there's no other way to put it. So
you will continue to work for her, because reading her comments about you, she's taking you wherever she goes, you going. So you might as well buckle up for that ride. So let me ask you this question. You played at PWIs, and now you're coaching at a PWI now, and you coached at a HBCU. Mm-hmm. Should HBCUs get more credit? Should they get more exposure?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The resources are limited, and that's the only difference. It's the only difference. You go to the MEAC schools and the SWAC schools, and there's some of them have, some really nice facilities and stuff. And I'm not going to put anything down, but the school I worked at was not one of them. And they just needed more resources, and they needed better people to help with that. And yeah, they need a lot more credit, because if you can win at HBCU, you can win. And
Right.
It's just a very special place for a lot of people. It means a lot more than just a college.
Yeah.
And knowing the history of all of them, Mary McLeod Bethune founded the school with $1 on some dumpster ground.
What?
And it was just a school for young children, for young girls. And living her legacy. We have a coach on staff, Michi Frank, who played at BCU, and it's obviously she's with us at George Mason now. But Cookman is an incredibly special place for her, just her alma mater, and so that place is just really, really special, and they just need more resources.
And not only did you go there and coach, but you found extreme success. You guys ran the MEAC. I saw the picture with all the rings, so that's pretty special. And then, like I said, the coach acknowledged your efforts and acknowledged you being a winner and bringing so much to the team that you were awarded the 30 under 30. Quickly tell us a little bit about what that means for your career and what did that mean for you to get that honor?
It means a lot. Just to be in that group, because there's a lot of young coaches that are really, really good. But to be nominated by Vanessa meant so much, because she's the best coach in the country. I don't say that because she writes my checks. I really mean it. So it was really awesome to kind of get that award and be with some people that I know and respect, and I know they work really, really hard. So to be in that category meant a lot to me.
Now, I feel your energy all the way down here in Dallas, Texas. I can feel every bit of it. Did you choose recruiting coordinator, or did recruiting coordinator choose you? Because, I can tell you right now, if you were talking to my daughter, I'd be like, man, we need to talk about George Mason. This might be where you need to be going.
That's right.
Yeah, so tell us about the duties of a recruiting coordinator and how you fell into that.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Shout out Andre Bolton. He's on our staff now at George Mason. We stole him back, but he left from Bethune-Cookman to go to Georgetown. Okay. He's from here, DC area, went back home. Wasn't mad at him at all, but he was the recruiting coordinator at Bethune-Cookman when I got there. So he left, and it was kind of open, and I know my boss really well. And I knew she wanted me to ask if I could do it. She wasn't going to be like, hey, you're here, like, let's bump you up. Like, she wanted me to ask for it. And so she had me go through an interview process, and she's, let her tell the story. It was never an interview. It was never a question. She just wanted me to be prepared in the future and stuff like that. So I, interviewed for it with her and got everything done. And yeah, the rest is history. So I definitely enjoy that part of my job. These young women are really, really important to me, for real. Like a lot of people are going to say that. But recruiting, young women and then developing them, not just on the floor, but off it too, is important. So I love it. I love that part of my job for sure.
Now, I find a special place, and I owe this one to you, Kev. So if I could give you a high five right now, I would. But Kev has somehow ingrained this woman's empowerment movement to me. And over doing You Got Next, I realized how important you guys are in female basketball. I also saw that you were pretty outspoken using your social media. You don't bite your tongue for nobody. And you were very critical of some of Draymond Green's comments. And
don't bring him up right now.
So I want to talk about Draymond, because he touched on something, and me and Kev, we debated this on our TV show Wednesday nights at 8:00 p.m. Central, if you want to tune in. But let's talk about Draymond and his comments saying if WNBA wants more credit or they want more visibility, they need to do a better job of positioning themselves and promoting themselves. Now, Kevin disagreed. I saw what Draymond was doing, so I'm not going to say I'm an apologist for Draymond. It was sometimes presentation. At least this is what my wife tells me. Sometimes presentation means more than words, right? Maybe he could have put it a little bit different. But in your opinion, what do you make of those comments? And then what does the WNBA need to do to highlight women's basketball more?
Yeah, to me, I feel like Draymond should not. I feel like every kind of player in the NBA should not talk about things they don't know about. If I don't have the information, I'm not going to talk. That doesn't mean shut up and dribble, right? Like LeBron has had information and has spoken about it, and he's done the research, and he knows the people that he's affected and talked about and stuff. I wish more people were like that. And I would encourage Draymond to do the same thing, but he was so limited in his information. He had no idea what he was talking about. Does he know the WNBA players? Does he know what they've been doing? Like, you look at Sydney Colson, you look at all these people in the WNBA that are working their behinds off, and all you do is completely diminish what these women are doing and what they have continued to do. So he's like, oh, sit in meetings, talk with, they've been doing that. Like, and you just don't know that. So why are you telling us to do something? Sorry, not us, but them to do something that you have no idea what you're talking about.
You're part of the culture. College basketball is a minor league for WNBA. You are producing the next stars of the WNBA. So you are part of that big machine. So I 100% agree with you. And I'm not going to steal all your time because I know we got to tell your story. So the last thing I want to talk about is you're at George Mason. What are your thoughts about the university? Is this your first year at George Mason?
It is.
Okay, so yeah. So tell us about what it was like walking into the door and taking over this new coaching position. Associate head coach in recruiting.
Yeah, it's special. It's special because I know Vanessa has had many opportunities coming from Bethune-Cookman, winning 5 straight championships. And she wasn't going to leave just for anything. Like I said, that place is very, very special. Those girls that are still there are very, very special. Love them to death to this day. So she wasn't going to leave just for anything, excuse me. One, she's from this area. She's from the DMV. But two, the people, her bosses, the people that she worked for are very special too. Like, everyone's going to say we're family oriented and we care about you and stuff like that. And that's just a feeling that you have to know and go through. And so I drove Vanessa up for her interview. For her press conference. She had already accepted the job. So me and her best friend, Ingrid, shout out Ingrid, drove her up from Daytona for the press conference. And I dropped her off that morning for the press conference. And Miss Debbie, who is our senior women's administrator, walked up to the car, got out the car, and made us get out the car to give us a hug. Like, we are so excited. And it was from that day, from that moment, it has been everything they said it was and more. And, it's been really, really special. The resources, the facilities, everything that we have here is just, it's incredible. It's, I've heard Kim English, shout out Kim English, who's the new men's head basketball coach. He's been at all the Power 5 schools, and he's like, there's nothing different from George Mason to them, and so they run it like a Power 5 program.
Yes or no? Will you guys duplicate the same success you had at Bethune-Cookman?
Absolutely. No question.
All right, Coach. So earlier I asked you who your favorite superhero is. You said Batman, which was awesome. So let's pretend that you're Batman or Batwoman. We're going to go Batwoman.
All right. Halle Berry. I'm there.
Oh, Coach, please. You made me lose my train of thought. Okay, where was I going with this? Okay, so Halle Berry, you're in the Justice League. So go ahead and put together your super coaching staff. You're the head coach. Give us 4 assistant coaches. They can be dead or alive. All time.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm really not. We have that right now at George Mason. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna change that answer. Obviously, Coach Blair would be the head coach, and then me, Nikki, Michi, Coach Bolton. We got Tyler, who's our Dobo, 2 GAs that are going to be stars in this profession, JC and Brittany. I'm not changing our staff, man. I'm sorry, I'm not. Our tech's name is the Dream Team. So I gotta now. If you want me to answer they're off limits, I'll try to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So you got somebody call you. Y'all win 3 championships back to back. Y'all can make deep runs. They call and say, "Hey, this Chandler kid, we gotta have her as our head coach, and you can't steal none of your staff."
Dang. I didn't give you the notes for this. All right.
Kev, yep, he wrong for that. You wrong for that, Kev.
I'm sorry, Coach. I mean, I had to shake you a little bit. You were just...
She a gamer. She a gamer. Give her a second.
All right. I'm gonna go Casey Bailey. All right. She's one of my best friends. She was the head coach at Henderson State, the second one. So I'm gonna go Casey Bailey. Whoo! That's gonna make me have a lot of people mad at me. I'm gonna shout out to my guy DP. He is an athletic director. He was on the men's side at Henderson State when I was there, and I've always admired the stuff that he does. So I'm gotta go DP. I I don't know if I could do the last one. Shoot.
You don't want any like superstars. You don't want like a Phil
Pat
Jackson or.
I want people that got it out the mud. Like I want to work with.
All right, okay, all right. You want some you got next type coaches.
Yeah, I do. I really do. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna leave that third spot open. So when someone texts me like, "Dang, you ain't put me in," I was like, "It was gonna be you."
There you go.
I'm gonna leave the third spot open for that person.
Yeah, we'll let you slide on that since we.
All right.
Okay, so speaking of family, how do you balance family and basketball?
It's tough. It's very tough. Being in Daytona, it was a lot easier. It was an hour away. I could go see my family kind of whenever. But that's definitely something that, I'm figuring out here, and trying to just make as many phone calls as I can. FaceTime has been awesome. I get to FaceTime my little nephews and stuff, but it's important because, family is everything, and I live by that. So I was able to kind of go recruiting in the state of Florida last week, and got to see my family, which is nice. But some hoopers are in that state, so I got to do a little family and work at the same time. But it can be very tough, and that's something that, especially with the women in this profession, you see a lot of people maybe get out because they want to have families or they want to be invested in other things, and you just have to love this profession, and and I do. So I'm very, very lucky.
All right, so speaking of hoopers, my daughter and I, we're looking for a school to continue her dreams, of going to the next level.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about sending her to George Mason.
Okay.
Why should I send my daughter to George Mason?
Vanessa Blair-Lewis is a big reason why. She's an incredible, incredible head coach. She's probably the best in the country, but she's an even better person. And that I know for sure. She the X's and O's, she lets us, the staff, kind of do what we're really good at, and she runs the show. But off the court, she's an even better person. She's housed people after graduation that just didn't have their footing. And she's, with her husband and her kids, she's like, hey, there's an open room. You need to stay here until you get things right, because maybe your home situation is not what's right for you right now. And she really means that beyond basketball. So we're going to win on the court. Like, we're going to be in between those lines. Nobody's going to be more competitive than us. And we're going to yell, we're going to coach hard, but with love comes discipline, And so coach loves to say that, like, we don't like you guys at all. We love you. So some days I'm not going to like you and I'm going to have to coach you hard, but at the end of the day, I'm going to love you. And so Vanessa Blair-Lewis is a huge reason, but DMV is an incredible area. Academically, George Mason is a tier 1 research institution, which is really awesome. Like, I didn't know this. Shout out Miss Debbie. We actually kicked out an Ivy League school to be on that list. So that's kind of how prestigious, academics are here. But then also, like, moving forward after graduation, what do you want to do? Everybody on the coaching staff played professionally, so we can help you with that. But now you have the connections in this DMV area where the decisions are being made. Like, the big boy decisions are being made here. And there was a former player from George Mason that works at the Pentagon, and she's so, like, high up there, she can't even tell us what she does.
Wow.
So being in this area is really, really, there's tons of opportunity for stuff like that. So academics, athletics, coaching, teammates, there's a history of winning. So, George Mason is the place to be, that's for sure.
B. Jones, when I say she killed that answer,
it had to be I out of respect for other YGN alumni. I'm not gonna say it was the best.
Woo!
It was top 3 though.
It was top.
Like I said, and that's me being out of respect. That's me being out of respect. That could have been the best pitch. Like I said, I'm about to go talk to my daughter right now. She's 18, looking for a home.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this in the top 2, and it's number 1. All right, Coach. So this is the part.
It ain't number 2, Ken.
Oh, man. Like you said, we had some great responses, but that one, hell, I wanted to come play for George Mason.
I'm trying to tell you.
You seen Joanna Man, right? So I was about to, whatever. All right, so Coach, this is the part where I get in your business, okay?
Oh, all right.
All right, so I know you've seen the movie Love and Basketball, correct?
I sure have.
All right, so we're gonna pretend that you're Monica Wright.
Okay.
Is there a Quincy McCall in your life?
Not currently, no.
And why is that? Because you're dope. So tell us why.
Why I would say that. Wow. Okay, I was not ready for this part of this. One, I just moved up here. you know, so new to the area. Secondly, I'm very, very committed to what I do.
I can tell.
And I really, really love it. And we have some work to do, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not saying that, you know, in a bad way. We're putting the work in. And so I really want to be committed to that. But, you know, I also am not a person that, like, especially as a woman, like women like to say, well, I want to be married and have kids. And by this age, I've never been like that. I've kind of let life go, and, you know, I'm a God-fearing woman. So I kind of trust, you know, the process and what's happening for me. And I'll meet that person when that happens.
All right, Coach. So I wanted to let it go, but I got to ask one more, a follow-up to that, a follow-up. So if I was to reach out to an athlete or celebrity and I'd be like, hey, she wants you or she likes you, who would you want me to reach out to and why?
Ooh. Wow. Dang.
I'm sorry for putting you on the spot. I had to, Coach.
I wish you would, let me think about that one. So, like, all time, like, the reason I actually really play basketball like this was Allen Iverson. But obviously, you know, he's a little bit older.
Yeah.
If you let me say old school Allen Iverson, I'm saying old school Allen Iverson, and there's no question. There's no number two.
Well, excuse me.
I'm gonna tell you something. I knew the answer to that question when you said you drove your coach up. I say that's passion. That's a passion like any other. My boss called me right now. Sorry, bruh. No, I ain't even taking you down to the Walmart.
Oh, that is funny. No, it's family.
That's passion. Hey, Kev, is it that time?
Man, you talking about passion? Yeah, it's that time.
Oh, Lord.
And now you slick capped early, and now you about to get that work.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to this part of the show. If you heard the bells, that means we have just entered into the championship rounds. And have you ever played a game called Would You Rather, Chandler?
I have.
All right, Coach. So you know the rules. I'll present an option. Kev will present an option.
All right.
You select one of those options. Whichever host you select, that host will get a point. The first host to 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this episode's game of championship rounds. Now, Coach, over years, because I don't want to taint you, but so far, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been rocking with Kevin is up 48 games to my 41. But
ooh, it was close.
I was down by 9. Now I'm down by 7.
Okay.
And I told Kevin I'm going to catch him
all right.
by the 100th episode, okay?
All right. I'm not going to I'm going to be honest with this.
I need your help. I know. You can be dishonest. I don't have a problem.
Well, as long as he's dishonest toward my way, because you know who reached out to you, right, Coach?
Right.
That's why he up by 48 to 41. All right, Coach. I am the defending champion. So here we go. Round 1. Coach, would you rather coach a player that became a coach and won a ring but says they couldn't do it without you, or
coach a player that became a Hall of Famer and gives you the credit for their success?
Ooh. B. Jones, repeat yours.
Mine is you coached a player and they followed in your footsteps. They became a coach. They win a ring as a coach and they come back and say that, hey, I was playing at George Mason and Chandler made me who I am. And that's what made me decide to go into coaching, and my success is owed to her.
Definitely that one. I don't need no credit. I don't need the other one.
All right, we go. Round 1 has been won by the mouth of the South. Here we go. Round number 2.
I'm looking for something to throw. Hold up, B. Jones. This ain't going my way.
Round number 2. Would you rather go to a concert on the beach with front row seats to your favorite artist? We can, just for the narrative, we'll say it's Drake. All right. So you go to a concert on the beach when you got front row seats to your favorite artist, or
go shoe shopping with your closest friends with unlimited access.
This sounds like heaven and heaven. Oh my gosh. Oh.
But you got unlimited shoes at the Nike store. Just remember that.
But you, baby, you.
I gotta go with the shoes. I'm sorry. I gotta.
Oh, there you go.
Like shoes, I'm gonna have forever. Drake, I'm just gonna experience for one night. So.
All right, I got it. But you can't replace that experience. We can always get you some Nikes. But Drake, you know what? I'll take your seat up front.
Unlimited funds and access. You know
you can't carry that many shoes. You can't carry that many shoes. I'm just messing with you, Chandler. I like that selection. All right, round number 3. You put yourself in a little bit of a corner. So now this point is for it all.
All right.
Take all. Would you go?
Hey,
my bad, Kevin.
Hey, homie, I won that last one.
My bad.
But I probably should let you go first because I know that's how we do. All right, Coach. Would you rather go back in time knowing what you know now and do everything over again, or
would you rather fast forward to 10 years and be an established head coach?
Boy, that's tough. I'm going to go back because I don't want to go forward. So I'm going to go back in time.
Oh, I just knew I had lost that one. So
you
now
don't
you
want to go forward and be.
I don't want to miss 10 years of my life. Like, I'm already this age and I don't need to speed that up. I'm starting to get old and I don't need to get older.
All right, congratulations, Kevin. We got somebody who clearly doesn't have a good moral compass. No, I'm just
Dang.
That's why he's not humble, Coach. I'm glad you picked
those were good, though. Those were tough, for real.
All right, Coach, I'm just messing with you. All right, so the title of the show is You Got Next. And we already know you the bomb. We know you got the energy to move a mountain. But tell us, what does the future hold for Chandler?
Like I kind of said before, I'm just kind of, taking it day by day. All I know is that I want to win a championship this year with George Mason. And, we'll see what happens after that. But I definitely want to be a head coach. I want to be a Division I head coach. And, if and when that opportunity, the right opportunity, there's been some opportunities, but I didn't think that they were the right ones. So when that right one comes around, I think I'll be ready for it. So
as long as you don't have to fast forward to 10 years.
Yeah, no. At a certain age, it's been a little scary.
All right, Coach. So besides Instagram and Twitter, because that's on the screen, where can people find you?
To anywhere. Shoot, I'll give my address out. I'm just playing.
They're going to pull up on you, Coach. You better quit playing.
Right.
She's 16.
Oh, man. Right. No, my office number, my email address, they should all be, on gomason.com anytime. We have a lot of people reach out to us about recruiting stuff and stuff like that. But I really try to do stuff like this, especially with people that I know are really good people, and that people that I respect. So anytime, people want to reach me, I'm pretty available. I like to say that, I've spoken at the Final Four before and I've given my card out, and any way I can help anyone, I really truthfully mean that for real. So.
All right, Coach. So you dropped a lot of names on the show. So this is the part of the show where you can give your shout out. So who you want to shout out?
Oh, this the end? Dang. Okay. I got a shout out. I said every single member of our staff's name on here. So I already shouted them out. Love them. That's my family. I love our girls, all 14 of them. Our extended staff. But I got to shout out my family, my grandparents, my brothers, my sister. I got 3 nephews. Welcome to the world, Caden McCabe. He just was born. So that's about it. The rest of my family, all my friends, I love you guys. So.
Hey, Kev, I got one more question. And this is back in the meat question. How is the NIL, you're a recruiting coordinator, how has the NIL really changed how you approach some of these kids from a recruiting standpoint of view? Yeah,
well, moving forward, it's going to, for sure. We in the 22 class, 21 class, we didn't know it was going to happen and stuff. But to be honest with you, the DMV is loaded with talent. And right now we're trying to get one. We're trying to get a kid that shouldn't be in the A10. That's a Power 5, whatever y'all want to call it, right? We want to keep somebody home. And that's really important to us. And okay, yeah, you can go play at Maryland, you can go play at Texas A&M, and shout out to those programs, incredible coaches. But maybe, you have to earn your role. You got to, and that's one thing that you will have to do here too. You got to earn your role for sure. But with that NIL, you might be that person that can do that immediately from day one as a freshman instead of, hey, let me wait my turn as a senior. So now you know my name, you know what I mean? And so I think that could, and we don't have a football program either. As much as the A10 is an incredible conference, it's a basketball conference. That's all people care about in the A10. And so you don't have to worry about all the football players getting the accolades and stuff like that. The basketball schools like George Mason, who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you.
Hey, pack your stuff, go to George Mason. Sports Life Talk says so. You got a sweet deal here. You got a great coaching staff. I can't wait to see you play in that gold and green. All right, Coach Chandler McCabe, you have been a blessing. You're a future superstar. I can't wait to see what your George Mason Patriots do. And further down your career, like 10 years from now, when you become a head coach. I can't wait to see what you do then. Chandler McCabe, you got next. Sports Life Talk Nation, thank y'all for rocking with us. I hate it's over, but we gonna give you that invitation one more time. Like we told y'all, it's 100 of these things. Great people just like this, great stories, great fun. I mean, we laugh, we cry, we do it all. Go subscribe, and guess what? Share this with a friend. Don't be selfish. Get us out to the world. This is free. It's free. It won't cost you a penny. Kevin, I promise you, we won't let you down. And if you want to hang out with us a little bit more, we're maniacal about engagement. Leave us some comments down here, or you can come join us Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We stream on YouTube, just like I shamelessly plugged earlier today. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified. Or excuse me, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. You got to hit the bell, because the bell lets YouTube know that, hey, I'm interested in knowing when these guys do something, they drop something, and then you'll be automatically in the show, and you come laugh with us and hang out on Wednesday nights. Kev, what am I missing, man?
Man, you missed the whole part, man. You skipped all over me, brother.
What I missed? Well, tell me.
Coach, so we're family now, and family, we look out for each other, all right?
Okay.
So I put you on the spot earlier. I'm about to put you on the spot again. So we need for you to find the next person that should be on our show on the You Got Next series.
Yeah.
So, Coach, who are you nominating?
Oh, okay. We got to nominate right now. Okay. Ooh, dang! Y'all got these questions. I was not ready for it. Let me see. Who I got? I'm gonna go with Coach Steph. She just left JU. And dang, I can't even remember where she just went. She at Detroit? She might be at Detroit now.
All right.
So Detroit, we coming after you, Coach Steph.
Coach Steph, you got next. Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Y'all stay safe, be blessed, and we will see y'all on the other side. And remember, take care of one another, because the world is becoming such an enormously crazy pace. We got to love on one another in this time of crisis. We love y'all. Y'all take it easy, and we will see y'all on the next episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.